Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, and south of Crinkle Crags. The book fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Alright, we are going into day 3. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, and south of Crinkle Crags. Lowick, Rustland. Where's the other one? Yeah, 'cause there's Crinkle Crags. There's Lowick, there's Rustland. Hawkshead. North, okay. North of Hawkshead, south of Crinkle Crags, east of Lowick, and west of Rustland. So would it be here? On the map. Solve your first clue card. The purr is wonderful. The purr is so nice. I love it so much. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger, and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. New plants acquired. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it, people. Okay. Here, you come over here. Sit here. Be good. Alright, that works for now. Row H, the Third River. Come on, give me some water. There we go. Alright. Like, is it this one? I don't... Because it's like row H, 1, 2, 3, but that doesn't match the picture at all. It bothers me that the pictures don't quite match. Yeah, no, H12 gives nothing. You're good. We have the same issue with it. Mm-hmm. Alright. Almost done. There we go. Dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. You look very similar to other plants I have already. My rising dread is gone. So that's something. Do my cards instantly just go away, I guess? Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of... what's it, something or another? You're looking for Lady of Summer. Got you. I'm no green-eyed... that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. I got you. Leaves curl round delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature makes sought after ornamental plant. Leaves curl around delightfully. This one? Is it you? I think it's you. So we're gonna... yeah. Okay, Lady of Summer, you take a place right there. Okay, let's, pet. So wish all the plants were real and had those properties? Yeah. David Schaefer, we're here with the mail. They're saying the Arda's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me like the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Alright, Great Gable. To explore. Right here. Ooh! After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain, unless... Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made using leaves from the Brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Alright, small yellow flowers with waxy, tough leaves. You're not small yellow. None of you are particularly small. Green colored flowers. Pale yellow flowers with soft leaves. Nope, waxy and tough leaves. Feels like rough. Is it you? Your leaves don't look right. Waxy and tough, those are smooth, yeah. Yeah, this is the only one I have that's not flowering. But the leaves are smooth, not rough. Do they understand that smooth is the opposite of rough? So saying I don't care. I don't care. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded. Brimlock, there we go. Alright, there we go. Just a little organization. No biggie. Gonna pet the kitty. Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please, take it. I want nothing more to do with it. I got more mushies! Simone Green. Hello, Boar. Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope you haven't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common grouse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Right, red pike. Pet, 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 pet. Now, red pike. Right here? I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy and the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. Okay, you. Trust. Slips the red pike and leaves have been used for centuries against eye strain. Okay. Common grouse. There we go. Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called me on bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any shimmer slung? Okay, shimmerlung, that's a new one. Ooh, that's that one. That's cute. A dried stem of shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in a large, ridged leaves. Okay. There we go. Oh, candlewood. Alright. Pet. There we go. Irving Harris. Sorry if I'm shouting. I'm a little hard of hearing. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly help me hear better, but I've forgotten what it's called. I remember it's bright red, though. Bright red. Alright, I have a few bright red plants we can look at. Small leaves, delicate flowers. You're mushroom, but he's oozing from the underside. Bright red flowers that grow on thin stems. We know it's not you. Oh. Guria, light blue flowers. Nope. Bishop's Parcel, mushroom found in dark places. Gets on to some stomach pain. Pretty sure that's what you are. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Interesting. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities. Grants strength for periods of time. Worry. Heals the Dendra. That's poison. Gray Sandfire. Sandfire's tough outer bark, which may chew formed in hygiene. Okay. Make do, that's the one we could poison that dude with. But we did not, because we're nice. Even if he's not. Mellow Glow. Among other uses of this plant, the most remarkable is it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Yep. Fennec. Chewing through this root. Dorian. Dark red fruit should not be ingested under any circumstances as they are poisonous. Okay. Sunset Mountain Cap. Sunset Mountain Cap, type of fungus with domed caps. Alright, winter boar, known as blue aloe, cool blue flowers. Okay, I think it's this one. No? Okay. It's bright red, though. Bright red flowers. None of the rest of these say that they're bright red flowers. Okay, that's rude. What is this for? Oh, I love there's a dragon on the map. It's adorable. Yeah, I don't see anything for that. Alright, pet kitty. And we're gonna end our day. Oh, this is broken off. Time passed, a year, then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Alright, we are on day 4, Monday. It's raining again. Right, Reuben Ward is back. The Fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The Sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up at the Windside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down? Alright, fin it. I got you. Maybe. Long, soft leaves strewn through tough root of this plant. It said, long, soft leaves. Leaves are quite soft. This one? Yay! There we go. Where is he going? I'm not saying we should go there, right? Just, you know, where is he going? This is where he's going. I shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell us what they saw, a chill comes over me and I realize that I do not want to linger. Why do you get put back over there? That's not where you belong. You go here. Right, let's do a little housekeeping. There we go. Next customer. Oh, it's our mailman. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. Ooh. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on the recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rusland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the Sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Okay, so, Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rusland. Northeast, right here? Oh, right here. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elbows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Mellow glow. Is it, where's the spiky? This one? Turquoise flowers, sharp thorns. Most remarkable. Pass unnoticed, though not invisible, possible to come in. Yeah, I think it's this one. I knew it! With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and I take my leave. Alright, let's label you. And put you down here. You can move over here. There we go. Look at that. We got to pet the kitty as a little treat. Say Swift. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Alright. We have two options here. Aguria, when burned, incense made from the woodsy stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool, characterize this plant. And then candlewood. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect protecting against all manners of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Okay, so we have two options. We can shield her from it, or we can push her into it. What do you guys think we should do? Because I am willing to go with either option. Do you want to explore her visions, or do we want to protect her from them? Because I am open to both. Gaze into the abyss. That shadows vote. Not surprising. Light blue flowers that are tufted. I don't see light blue flowers that are tufted. Stiff leaves. Gray blue flowers. Dark blue flowers. And dark blue flowers. Am I missing light blue? Am I blind? Shadow, do you know which of these this is? Because I've got to be blind. I don't see light blue flowers that are little. Alright, so I have to do the other one. Candlewood, red flower. Long thin stems grow among tall leaves. Tall leaves. This one? Yes. I'm glad I'm not losing my mind. Alright, so this one. Hold on. Okay, weird. I can hear something outside my, like, directly outside the window next to me. And I don't like it. Right. Margaret Elspeth. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop, and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of the life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Sizer. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. You are cordially invited to Sizer Castle, Lord and Lady Elspeth. Ooh, nice. I'm down. I'm ready. Now we just gotta find it. Right here. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elspeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one, too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elspeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Yay! We got new stuff! I love getting gifts. It's so nice. Alright, I think we're good up there. Okay. We're gonna pet Hellebore. Then look at our next customer. Francis Aberton. I'm looking for a plant with yellow flowers and coarse leaves. It helps with my heartburn. This one? Gandy root? Rough leaves are irritant, only petals are safe for consumption. Yeah, digestive trouble. Yay! We did it! Are you proud of us, Hellebore? Selena Scott. They're saying Black Cumbria is haunted now. Blackcomb? Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Also, what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside? I've come for some stinking Mount Cap. Stinking Mount Cap? Sunset Mount Cap. Alright, Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed cap, sometimes called stinking Mount Cap as a result of the unpleasant odor, as though the detour wanted souls and spirits from entering the home, and often placed in doorways. It's mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Okay, stinking Mount Cap. Smells strongly of soured milk, mad enough to make my eyes water. This one? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yay! Okay, there we go. We're closed for the end of the day. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the Everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Day 5, Tuesday. Good morning, Hellebore. Lives alone in the northwest of the abbey. This castle? Lone castle northwest of the abbey. Buried your husband 3 miles to the east where the Everheart grows. 1, 2, 3. Here? A dead tree, its bark crackled and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. Ooh, these are pretty. They remind me of like calla lilies. Okay, so we got a new plant. Let's explore here. Faye Swift. I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I am no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. Now I'm wondering if you have some worry less to keep my over-anxious thoughts at bay. Worryless is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of flowers is said to help ease the symptoms of anxiety. Alright, is this worryless? I'm pretty sure it's this. Small yellow berries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this. Yay! There we go. Okay. We're starting to get a long line of flowers here. Simone Green. Our friend is back. I met a strange man on the road in Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for me, or for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west, at least I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Common Trouse. Okay, Common Trouse. There you go. Man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg, possibly near the source of the River Winster. Okay. Sedberg. Headed west from Sedberg, near the source of the River Winster. River Kent. River Winster. So this is River Winster. Wait, does this count as the source or this? Because this is like an end branch, right? But that would be south. So we're gonna try here maybe? The hermit's camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Down 2 over 3. Okay. So they're down 2 over 3. So here? The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, the man says, "You must take this. Take it, take it." At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Ha ha. It's no use to me anymore. Ha ha, no use. Don't forget the red, the red, the red, the red. Ha ha, Ebony. I'm sure he is quite mad. looking glass, and a letter. It is said that the red ebony plant has a property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window which in order to permit the user to see magic and otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Okay, so it's used to see magic. Got it. Can I please? Can we please? Archive, please. Alright. Let's pet our kitty. Conrad Stanway. Oh. I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Caballia, like a rare huntsman with their grantham-covered tombs. Caballia. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford its place wreaths made from it in the graves of their loved ones. Caballia flowers are almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. Okay, Caballia. Is this one? 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's this one. Flowers with soft, purple sweet scent. I think it is this one. Yay! Let's fucking go! I want to make sure I'm spelling that right. Yep. Look at us go. We're doing great, all things considered. Unknown. It's the lady. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I am looking for some hop heart. Hop heart? Hop heart. Hop heart. Hop heart. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow at the stems, leading to blue flowers. Okay. Firm leaves, blue flowers. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Yeah! Let's fucking go! Oh no! Wait, come back! Okay, there we go. We're gonna pet our kitty, and let's get our next client in here. Verona Green. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise. Ha! He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg, and gave it a good long thought actually, but my curiosity has got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they found something juicy down there. Signals of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Always comes in useful. Witch fig? Witch fig, let's go. I'm so curious about what's happening. Witch fig, a plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which is often confused with. Alright, witch fig. We haven't done fever kiss yet, so let's look at fever kiss. Red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. Its leaves are pale in color. Alright, so this is... Oh, hey, that's not what I'm trying to look at. Small red berries. This is the fever kiss, I'm pretty sure. So we're looking for something similar to this. Small yellow berries. Just take a peek here. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Okay, we're gonna see about giving her this one. Yes! Yes! I'm happy when we're right. Alright. Isidore Burbage. Ugh. I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that damn cat still here. I need some bishop's parasol for a work-related matter. You know, sir, maybe you don't ever see people in here, because when they see you walking down the street, they flee. What is this little circle? What happens if I press this? I'm very curious about that. Mushroom found in darkness. Feeding on light that gets closer to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. The gills on the underside of this mushroom seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pain. Does it turn him away? Cause man, is he an asshole. Pretty sure it's this one. Yes. Royal Gentia. Are you Royal Gentia? I think you might be Royal Gentia. Bishop's parasol. Alright, there we go. So, do it, you'll see. Next time he shows up, I'll do it. We are gonna close up shop. Let's see here. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. Not long after, the girl left home. Her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. Alright, we are entering Wednesday, and this is where we are going to leave it off for now.